much for joining us here at BlockShow Asia in Singapore.
Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate it. It's off the big stage. A lot of questions, a lot of people, but if you could leave a little bit of advice with the audience from your takeaways from the stage, both that you wanted to convey and that you learned, what would that be?
Yeah, I think that what I really want the kind of public to know is to focus on the fundamentals. 2018 was a very tough year for our industry. It had highs, lows, we laughed, we cried, mostly crying these days. But really I think what we take away from this year heading into 2019 is a focus on the fundamentals.
Right.
To not be kind of bamboozled by the kind of complexities of technology and really focus on the fundamentals of business, of developing companies and of entrepreneurship. And I think that is the kind of focus and that's the kind of energy and drive that's going to make 2019 a productive year for the blockchain industry.
Okay, so do you see the growth more in from the shakeout, better companies, more structured companies with true business plans coming to the table, or do you see the majority of folks that hung around after the shakedown building, and that's more where the growth will happen in 2019?
I think that the last 3 to 4 months has really been a sickness, and it's culminated in a fever.
Okay.
And that fever has basically helped. It's the body's way of kind of clearing itself.
Okay.
It's the body's way of kind of fighting off the types of bad germs and bacteria, and that's kind of what we've just gone through.
Okay.
Now, just like any sickness, what comes after is antibodies and strength, and that's kind of where we're headed. So, to answer your question, what we're going to see in 2019 is a stronger, more focused, more agile, and I would say more effective type of founding team set. So I'm quite interested in the kind of 2019 class of blockchain founders, as much as I'm interested in those who survived kind of 2018, and many didn't.
So in 2019, when you're looking at new projects or new investment opportunities, what are you really looking for now? You're saying the team, or should it be more focused on the idea, or is it the team? Because we know it's a healthy combination. In 2019, the outlook is more about the team.
I think ideas are cheap, but teams are hard to come by. Good teams, experienced teams. What I'm looking for as an investor are experienced, mature teams that have kind of good chemistry and have experience working together as much as they have experience delivering product, having kind of financial rigor and discipline in terms of how they approach their business building. I think that, a novel idea is an indefensible type of asset, whereas a strong team is much harder to build.
Right. So, in the world, in the sectors that we have in investments, what's personally intriguing you? Is it agriculture, genomics? Is it what applications of the mixed variety that we've seen, blockchain, AI, machine intelligence? What are you looking? What excites you when someone comes to you?
So at Kinetic, we are an institutional platform for crypto, and we've been investing in this space for the past 2.5 years, which in the scheme of things is quite a long time in crypto. So having been through the kind of last 2 years and having invested in over 100 pre-sale ICOs and these types of companies, what we've come up with in terms of where we go next are 2 areas. One is gaming and digital assets. We feel that this is an area that's ripe for adoption. And then second is security tokens. Now I know a lot of people are talking about security tokens, but we've actually been investing in the security token space for over a year now, which is relatively early for a lot of the industry. We think these are the 2 areas that people should be focused on in terms of where the space goes.
Okay, and they should reach out to you. How can they reach out to you?
Go to our website, kinetic.capital.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for the time. I really appreciate it. Super easy.